Hi everybody, this is Miss Randy here. Welcome to another episode of Teen Crafternoon. Today I'm going to show you how to create some pet portraits using images, photos that you've taken of your pets, or if you don't have a pet, you can use an image of your favorite animal. If you'd like to do this with a photograph of a person, you can try that as well. This is my example. So this is a photograph of my cat, Mr. Darcy. So this is something that was taken at our house where he was in his cat tree. And so this is what I ended up creating. And I'm not the greatest artist in the world, and I think this turned out pretty great. And it's using a few simple things, and I'm going to show you how to create your pet portrait. So here's what you're going to need. You're going to need a photo, a printed photo. And I'm going to recommend that when you print the photo, you flip the photo horizontally or you mirror it so that the image, because what you're creating is a mirror image. So you need to flip it first so you get the correct look for your pet portrait. So I have a printed photo of our cat Sassafras. I have a sheet protector. This is something that you use in a binder to protect your papers. I also have a washable black marker. I have some tape so that we can hold down our sheet protector. I have paper towels, and I have some water. And finally, I have some watercolor paper. Because we are going to be dampening our paper, we are going to need something that can handle that. So I would recommend using watercolor paper or mixed media paper. I am not sure if this would work with regular copy paper or construction paper. I would suggest using the watercolor paper or the mixed media paper. So the first thing that we need to do is we're going to take our photo and we're going to put it in the sheet protector. Alright. So then I don't want my image to move around when I'm tracing it. So I'm just going to take some Scotch tape and I'm just going to secure it to my work surface. Alright, so we have that all set. The next thing we want to do is take our washable marker and we're going to trace out the part of the image that we want to transfer to our watercolor paper. And so I'm just going to trace my cat Sassafras here. Be careful when you are tracing because you want to watch your hand. Because if you move your hand along where you've already, added your marker, it's going to smear and you're going to get it on your hand. So just be careful, be aware of where your marker is moving. So I'm just going to quickly trace Sassafras here. And you don't have to be exact. This is this can be more of a sort of abstract art piece. So I'm just gonna kind of add detail and get the main points, because you can fill that in later when you color your image using, this particular image was colored using colored pencils. So you can use colored pencils, crayons, whatever you have on hand to finish out your pet portrait. So let me get back to tracing here. I'm going to add her whiskers. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. And even if, when we're finished and the image isn't perfect, it's okay, because we can go back in, like I said, with our colored pencils and sort of bring our pet portrait to life. Here's what I said, be careful because I almost smeared her whiskers. Sassafras is a funny cat. I don't know what kind of pets you guys have at home. Sassafras is about 3 years old, and she loves causing mischief. Doesn't she look like she'd love to cause mischief? She's also very sweet. And when she meows, it's very high-pitched. The nice thing about this is if you make a mistake, you can take a paper towel and wipe it off. I made a mistake when I was tracing, and now I'm able to correct that. I gave her a little bit of a smile since she's a mischievous cat. Alright, so I have Sassafras all traced out. I'm going to go back over this a little, just so that's a little darker. Whoops. Alright. Okay, so what I'm going to do now that I have the image all traced out, I put my marker to the side, and I'm also going to move this slightly because now I need to dampen our watercolor paper. So I don't want the image to get in the way. I don't want to smear my marker, so moving it to the side is probably the best thing. So now we want to take our paper towel, and I'm going to get two. One that I'm going to use to dampen our watercolor paper, and one just in case I spill. So we're going to put the one to the side. I'm going to kind of fold the paper towel up, and I'm going to get it damp. You can also possibly use like a spray bottle to wet your paper. You don't want to like soak it, but you can, you know, use a spray bottle and maybe get a fine mist and wet your paper. Alright, so here is our watercolor paper. And so I am just going to kind of run my wet paper towel over the paper. This is going to help transfer our image. Alright, so our image is wet, and I'm going to take that paper towel, in case I spilled, and kind of wipe up my surface a little bit. I'm going to move my image sheet protector back into place. And this is the part where you kind of need to be a little careful. So I already made one, and you can kind of see it's sassafras here. But I shifted the paper while I was transferring the image, and so it kind of created this double image. So you kind of want to be careful, because all we're going to do is take our dampened paper, and we're going to set it right on top of the tracing that we did on the sheet protector. One thing you can do is take your wet paper towel and kind of run it over I'm going to hold the watercolor paper in place so that it doesn't move like it did last time. Just kind of continue running over. You can kind of start seeing, I can see sassafras kind of start showing up here. Where I'm getting it damp. Alright, so here's the test. We'll see if it works. So we're going to carefully peel our paper up. And here we have a lovely image that we've transferred onto our watercolor paper. Just like that. So now, once this dries, I can go back in and color it with, like I said, colored pencils, markers, crayons, whatever I would like. I can add a background, and I'm going to get a nice portrait of my cat that looks like something that I hand drew. And like I said, it's okay that it's not perfect. It's okay that things are a little smeared, because what we're doing is we're creating a kind of nice art piece just by transferring an image onto this paper. I think it's really cool. So like I said, you can do this with a photo of your own pet. If you don't have a pet, you can print out a picture of your favorite animal, like a panda or a giraffe or a shark or whatever you are interested in. You could also try a photo. This is a photo of my grandma when she was young, and I decided that I wanted to see what it was like using a person instead of a pet. So this is the image of my grandma, and so I'm trying to debate on how to color that in, but I think it turned out really nice from this old photo of her. So I hope that you enjoyed this project. Thank you for watching. If you decide to make this at home, I hope that you share it with us on social media using the hashtag FountaindaleLib. For more programs like this, including more Teen Crafternoon videos, I encourage you to visit fountaindale.org/events. Thanks everyone, have a great day.